Matt the Hammer Hamill. He was a huge part of the UFC as they were exploding. Obviously, The Ultimate Fighter Season 5, that was the one that was coached by Ken Shamrock and Tito Ortiz way back when. I was at the finale, believe it or not. 3-time NCAA Division III national champion. First ever deaf fighter to compete in the UFC way back when. Obviously had the huge fight against Michael Bisping. The only man to defeat Jon Jones till this day. Fought not only the likes of Jon Jones and Michael Bisping, but Rampage Jackson, Tito Ortiz, Rich Franklin, Alex Gustafsson, Thiago Silva, Keith Jardine, Mark Munoz, Tim Boach. A who's who from the world of the light heavyweight division throughout his time in the UFC. And he popped up in the news over the break. He posted this on social media, which caught a lot of attention, including my attention, saying, "I just got the most powerful digital hearing aids ever made. For the first time in 41 years, I can finally hear my kids' voices, the sounds of people walking and laughing. I finally heard my mom's voice and she cried. I'm looking forward to hearing my brother's Pat voice as well. I only hope he doesn't have a voice like a foghorn. This is awesome, although I know it will take some time to adapt to all of this. Happy New Year." That's incredible stuff. And that kind of went viral. And I know there's a lot of new fans out there who weren't watching when Matt was active in the UFC and post UFC, but I've had the opportunity to interview him throughout his UFC career, and I thought that this was an incredible piece of news. And so I reached out to Matt Hamill via social media, and he got back to me, and we made this happen. And he's about to come on the show, and part of him coming on the show obviously involves having an ASL interpreter, an official interpreter, on the Zoom as well. So this will be a first for us, and it will be the first time that he'll ever be on the program as well. And so it is a massive, massive honor and a great thrill and privilege to say hello once again, and say hello for the first time in this show's history to the former UFC fighter, longtime competitor, and Tough 3 alum, the great Matt Hamill, who is kind enough to join us, and alongside Matthew, our interpreter today, who is helping us as well. Matt, great to see you. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me here. I mean, it was an awesome opportunity. So it's been a long time.
It has been a long time. And this news that came out warmed my heart and many others as well. It went everywhere. And so could you explain to us what you experienced, how you got this hearing aid to be able to hear your kids' voices and your family's voices for the first time?
Yes, really. When I was born, like 1 or 2 years old, I had an old-fashioned box. Yeah, it's like an AM, FM radio with a headphone. That was the old-fashioned back in the 70s. I mean, it's more like an R2 Star Wars, beep, 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 like that, with a heavy box. Until when I was like 8 years old, I stopped wearing. I mean, if you say, "How are you?" It's then to the box, it's to the dingle, it says, "Ta, ta, ta, ta." It's not really actually words like that one. So it's more like a Morse code like that. And then I stopped wearing hearing aids until now. They go, the manager, agent here, they go, "Matt, there was a new model, the latest, most powerful hearing aids ever made." I'm like, okay, why not? I just tried it. So when I put it on, I'm like, wow. Then I started listening to my mom for it. I said, "Mom, I could finally, the first time I could hear your voice." And she cried. Then I look at both of my kids. They just stare and look at it. They were crying. Then I said, "Dad," and I said, "Wow, did they dad all the way?" And I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. So it takes some time to adapt it down. But everybody thought that I could hear everything, but it's not. So it's not like a film, for example. I mean, knowing relift, dynamic, but to hear the actual word, it's still different. So it did take some time to adapt it down. So, yeah.
That is an incredible story, and thank you for sharing that with us, Matt. Could I ask, like, what is that feeling like? The moment? Can you even possibly put it into words? What it is like hearing your kids' voices for the first time at your age now, in your late 40s?
Oh man, it was thrill. I mean, it's more like I'm like wow, it's real. I mean, I thought I'm in a dream, you know. I didn't think it's gonna happen. But the thanks to all the technology, they made the best unit. But I didn't expect to hear the sound at all, you know. So, but I'm hearing your voice, and then I'm like, oh, that's Ariel's voice. So I would know from that time if I see you around the fight, the UFC event, so I would know it's your voice, like that. So right now it's just recording memories in the sound. So, but I'm just so in awe, in thrill, the sound. I feel like I don't want to take my hair down. Like that, I just keep it on, hear the birds chirping, hear people walking, knock on the door, and then sometimes kids was hiding in the corner. Dad, dad, I do what. So all the echoes down and all that. So the kids were so happy, that. But it's more like a language bear cry, like that.
If there's someone out there who knows someone who could benefit from these hearing aids, where can they learn more about this? Where can they can look into perhaps getting them?
Well, there were a lot of people on it, but I went through the hearing aid company, but I won't tell more detailed about the company. My manager is working on it for the contact for the proposal. We're trying to get that sponsor and all that. Once you get that done, I was spread out the name of the brand, the model, and all that was done. But right now, it's just right now they're still talking. So
Okay, fair enough.
I have like over 1,000 email and message about the hearing aids, what brand they want. So, but I didn't even realize they were empty because if you want to get the power hearing, you have to get a big hearing aid, the headphones, all that. But they make it so small behind my ears, so I was like, that was amazing, like that one. But I did think it was gonna happen, like that. I do believe, oh yeah, it's not gonna work, not gonna work. I have tried over like 50, different hearing aids, none of them work until a couple of days ago they proved me wrong, and I tried it. And I was like, that's the best one for me.
At this point in your life, did you, prior to this experience, did you just kind of, come to the conclusion that you perhaps would never be able to hear your kids' voices? Like, is this all a surprise? Is this all gravy for you that you were never really truly banking on?
Yeah, it was unexpected. I didn't think I would never hear them the rest of my life. I would never hear the sounds the rest of my life. Let me tell you something. I mean, everybody thought that I could hear a lot of that because the way I look at them, all that. No, I'm really born deaf. I can't hear nothing. Without hearing aids, I can't hear an airplane flew by. I mean, even coach in the corner, they go, Hammer, put your hand up. I can't hear nothing. Even the 40, 50,000 people screaming, just clean, I can't hear nothing. I'm just look at it, I give them thumbs up. Yeah, all the down, just clean at them. Thank you. That's a good benefit for me because I mean I can focus easy. I don't get nervous. I mean, I mean, but the the downfall is I can't hear the coach in the corner. Lord hours so there's like pros to kind. The bottom line is I'm just happy what I have right now. And I'm really thankful and grateful they made it the manufacturer of the hearing. So it was awesome.
So obviously, this is the first time that we're hearing from you in quite some time, and it's great to have you on the show. Could you give us an update, Matt? What have you been up to? I understand two of your children are actively competing in wrestling these days, which is amazing to see. We saw a photo of you and your children, and so can you give us an update as to where you're at in life right now?
Yeah, yes. I have been busy teaching. I'm an instructor for MMA and wrestling at Park Gym in Loveland, Ohio. And the plus training, I have four fighting, include my nephew scheduled to fight February 15 in Newport, Kentucky. And spending time with the kids. Yeah, both kids are very active. They're wrestling and they're playing football, and then they also do gymnastics stuff. Well, my daughter is still in wrestling and they put up to middle school, even though she's in sixth grade. And my son is still in wrestling. And then I still travel the US and international, doing the presentation and the seminar and hosting the Hamills Expo. My manager and I was working on book stuff, so I have been keeping myself busy. So yeah, the both kids would love to go out, go sledding and tubing in the late night, a lot of hours. But of course, I'm just a family guy. I love to take the kids go out as much as I can.
I love it. And I understand in October,
Yeah.
you held the third annual Hammer Deaf Expo in Seattle, Washington. Could you tell me what the Hammer Deaf Expo is? What is that all about?
Well, I wanted a foundation for the proposed a better deaf program, not only for the deaf program but for the handicap. And we have a booth around, and we're gonna have a cornhole tournament because many deaf kids they haven't met a famous celebrity. So I'll be willing to meet everyone. I gave them the words of advice and courage and passion. There's a lot of kids that look up to me as a good role model. And yeah, so we have all the activities, all that, but things are getting better and growing. And so I'm going to be back around different state for the Hamills Deaf Expo. So um, they also have a program that I support for the interpreting and for the deaf needs, for the stitching, not only for the sport, but the need for the school, for education, and all that. So we're trying to combine and to make us support each other, all that.
I also understand that there's a new Hamill on the scene. I believe your nephew, Liam Hamill, is rising up the ranks. Just scored a big knockout and is well on his way in his MMA career. Are you helping to train Liam? And what do you think his ceiling is? There he is, right there with you, victorious recently. Do you think that he can make it to the UFC?
Yeah, he's been working really hard. I've been training with him. The more I've trained with him, the more my body becomes young. And I'm feel like, oh yeah, I want to get back in the fight and all that one. But he keeps me stay active. And he's undefeated. And so he's really young. He's 23 years old. It's getting better. So yeah, he had that heavy hand. That's why they call him the nickname, the Hitman, and all that one. So he's getting a lot better. But I told him you don't want to something to be stepping stone. So I told him little by little, he's gonna do one thing at a time, so there's no rush. So he's doing great.
I saw a video of you training recently and sparring. Are you thinking of getting back in there?
Well, apparently, I was good think about maybe one one time, if they're retired, or I don't know. So I would see how to let it flow, to stay in a good shape a lot that way. And but right now I just don't want to get down and doing nothing. But I just want to keep active and work on the shoes and wrestling and then boxing and so I'll be doing a lot better. But the most important is my cardio. So if you're out of shape, then you're out of the business.
Your name came up recently in the news when we found out that they were getting rid of the 12-6 elbow rule, and of course this is the Matt Hamill rule, if you will, because of your fight against Jon Jones. Till this day, all these years later, some 14 and a half years later, you're still the only man to have a victory over Jon Jones. When you found out about them reversing this rule, which of course helped you beat Jon Jones on that day in December of 2009, what was your reaction?
Well, I appreciate you brought this up. I'm getting a lot of feedback, and I know that Jon Jones was a little disappointing. He got to like to have one lost record, and he's want to be a clean undefeated. A lot of that was good. But let me tell you something. When I fought Jon Jones, I mean, no other fighter ever took me down. So he was the first fighter ever took me down. So I had my arm got caught on the camping, broke my collarbone and landed back, and he got on top of me. I wanted to get ready for escape. But I look at it, my bones did not stick it out of the skin, but it just stick it out. I'm like, ah. He started pounding me. And then I'm like, oh, great. I only have one arm to beat. Like that one. So, and then I'll go, forget it. Don't, go ahead. Then I could see the blood came in my eyes, like that. It's not broken, but just with the skin, like that, good. But it wasn't my night. But if the one lot record really bothers Jon Jones, I told him, let's have a rematch. I mean, I'm telling you something. It's not going to be like Shay Paul or Mike Tyson. I expect to be blunt. I expect to be a broken bone. So let's have one last shot. If Jon Jones wants to have a rematch with me, I'll be ready to do it to make him satisfied. But I'll be prepared. If that really happens, I will go with a proper training camp. And then I need someone who's trained better than me, who's really great fighters like that. So, yeah, when I say so, but don't get me wrong, I wish him nothing but the best. So, I have nothing to be bothered with Jon Jones, but it would be a nice opportunity to have a rematch like that.
As you know, Matt, he is the current UFC heavyweight champion. He has not lost since that fight. Are you sincere when you say that? I mean, he's still active, right? You're sincere when you say you would be interested in fighting him, and do you think you have a chance to beat him, with all due respect?
Oh, absolutely. Just think of me. I'm like a stand on a lot, man. I'll be ready to go move up to heavyweight. So I will have to worry about kind of weight, So, but it would be my first time to fight with a heavyweight. Then, yeah. So it's up to Dana White. If you want to do it, so let's do it. So I'll be ready.
He has said that he would like, and Dana as well has said that they would like to reverse that loss, right? To turn into a win, because now the rule has been changed. How do you feel about that?
Good. Well, it we still have unfinished business, But Jon Jones wants to overturn the one loss. I didn't think it was gonna happen all that because all the past, that was done. It doesn't really affect me a lot that, but the way Jon Jones mentioned my name and again and again and again for the last 12 years, a lot of that, I'm like, come on, let's move on, move on. But everybody on walk by go, Hamills, you beat Jon Jones. He lost from you, lost from them. I'm like, oh, okay, but thank you, thank you. But I mean, I'm not like the kind of person to tell him that I beat Jon Jones or that. So, but it is what it is. So there's nothing I can do about it.
Right. Jon Jones, fight or not, is part of the motivation perhaps for you to fight one more time now that you have these hearing aids so that you can actually hear the crowd? I know you can't necessarily compete with them, but maybe for the walkout, is that something that comes to mind? Does that motivate you?
Well, really, I cannot have a device to hear it in the ring. It will break a lot that good. It would be nice if I have a hearing aid on. I'm telling you, I have never heard a walk-on song. I
Wow.
mean, yeah, no, I mean, my old manager pick out the song, and I have no idea. So he pick it out for me, a lot that good. But finally, if I have a hearing aid, I would like to pick out my own workout song, that one. Before I get to the gate of hell, I would take my head off, then it's hammer time. And I get in the ring, So, but my favorite workout song was the Stumble Man,
Why is that?
because that's the one that harmony, it gives me motivation. It gives me the echo sound because that wave and the sound and the vibration, water speaker, that's how I get my heart on fire. The rest of the song was okay. The second one was Rage Against the Machine. Remember, no words, only the vibration, the echo, and so the
Wow.
Stumble Man and the Rage Against the Machine, that's one that got my heart on fire.
That's incredible. Could I just ask, other than obviously hearing your family's voices and whatnot, what's been the best byproduct of these new hearing aids? What's been the best thing that you have heard?
Well, the best one is the first sound that I've been hearing was, um, was my mom, but I know it's not of the family. But when I went to the gym, I hear a pushing the bag, and I was like, "What's that?" Then I look around and I saw my nephew Liam. He was handling the bag. I did hear the sound. So the sound from hitting the bag felt like a real drum sound. So that was the first moment that I will never forget. And the punch in the bag, and I didn't think there any sounded, but really it does happen. When you hit the bag,
Yeah,
all the sound is flowing. It comes to my body, into my ears. So that was the moment that made it.
I love that. And in fact, you were an
Yeah.
inspiration. You continue to be an inspiration, Matt. We actually have someone. We're live right now, and we have someone in our YouTube comments named Ryan Glunt, who wrote while this interview was playing, saying Matt is the only reason I had 13 fights back in the day. He is deaf as well. He said he saw you on Tough and said if he can do it, I can do it as well. And I'm sure you have heard a million stories like that of people who have said that you have inspired them. And now, with this new information, this new news, I'm sure you're getting a ton of those messages again, right?
Yes, yeah, because it, yeah, yeah, that I'm getting enormous support, and because this hearing aid really changed my life. I mean, this is so amazing, and but let me tell you something. I've been traveling all over the world, and I'm seeing many kids that look up to me, and they have accordion playing, and they have a beatbox, and hearing all that was good. But I see themselves, they look like they have a low self-esteem, but they need something like a positive influence. So I'm telling you, the one that I gave them words, and then I'm trying to get a hush to touch to touch, and they got really motivated, they smiling, and handcuff can achieve something because I have been around with the handcuff for many years, and I don't really believe what other people say, but I have explained to each person you can do it, you push yourself, you don't give up, and follow your dream. Then 4 months later, they start to message me, Hamill, this boy is starting involved wrestling. This boy started involved in basketball. This don't socialize. They finally got out of the shell. They walk on their own and they start to socialize. For one, they were like an introvert. If they wanted isolated, if they didn't want to be out because they were being bullied. Many people were being bullied, a lot of that good. So finally, I explained to them everything's changed. I'm hoping the hearing aid or the latest model of the best is divine will give every um, person you need for the station to hear will help, because this is 2025. I believe in 2030 we're still on, we have a better technology, even a smaller one, like a miracle ear to put in. Yeah, then they'll heal better. So, but who knows? So right now, I'm just happy where I am right now. I love doing hearing. And again, I would never ever take a law. And I do want to, but I'm starting hearing. I still hearing band and all that. And I mean, I'm still recognize your voice. So I will never forget your voice.
I love that. I love that, Matt. And I am so happy for you. Truly, I'm
Yeah.
delighted for you. This is incredible news. It was an amazing thing to read during the holiday season. And I couldn't be happier for you and your family. So great to reconnect with you on this Wednesday, and glad to hear that you're doing great, and very excited about the new member of the family who we may be talking about in the UFC someday, doing great things. Your nephew Liam. So all the best. Continue being an inspiration. Good luck to your kids as they embark on their wrestling journey. And thank you so much for doing this. It was a real pleasure.
Oh, again, thank you so much. I'm really enjoying to be on the show, and please keep it going. And thank you so much for everything. And I'm really excited with next the next many doors of opportunities. So, but thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, Matt, and thank you to Matthew, our interpreter, who did a phenomenal job here, our first ASL interpreter on the program. Thank you to both of you. All the best, and we'll talk to you soon, Matt. Thank you so much.
All right. Woo! Bye-bye.
I love it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There he is, Matt the Hammer Hamill. How great was that? I have not talked to Matt in many, many years, and that really warmed my heart. Felt like a very feel-good week here on the program. The Kane interview yesterday. Today is one of my favorite episodes since we've come back. The wide range of guests from Moses Itama to Dave Feldman and his story. Peyton is a hoot. He's an absolute hoot. And then, of course, Matt Hamill as well. Go back and watch Tough 3. His feud with Bisping was a great one. His fight against Bisping was a great one as well. The Jones fight, and he had a great run in the UFC. Thanks for watching this video. Hey, before you go, do me a favor, hit that sub button, give us a thumbs up, hit the little bell thingy as well, leave us a nice comment or two. We appreciate you all very much.